Hey everyone, it's Amanda. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how to contour your jawline and also how to highlight your jawline. I never thought I would be saying those words, but everyone kind of went crazy after this photo of Bella Hadid went pretty much viral, and it looked like she was wearing jawline highlight in a way. I've seen some people do this with glowy, like shimmery, glittery products, and I didn't feel like that was the vibe, and I do really think I found the perfect product to make your jawline glow. I really simplified this technique for you guys. I got it down to 5 easy steps that'll be super easy for you guys to get this lifted, defined, snatched jawline look. But before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any future videos from me. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So before I even start contouring, I'm going to pull my hair out of my face. I'm just going to put on this fluffy headband. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but it's gonna have to do. So when I do jawline contour, I always go in with a cream contour to start, and I've been loving this cream contour for a few months now. I'm absolutely obsessed. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. It is such a tongue twister. It gets me every time. I'm using the shade Light Medium, and if you've seen any of my videos before, it is likely that you've seen me use this product. It is just the best cream contour right now, in my opinion. It blends so easily. The colors are so beautiful. They're pretty long lasting and honestly just easy to use. I feel like this is a really beginner friendly contour product. I'm just going to go straight in with that contour stick and quite light-handedly, not too crazy, I'm just going to start sculpting my jaw. I'm not applying it too far underneath my jawline. I'm actually just applying it kind of right above my jawbone. This placement for contour definitely gives you a bit more of a bold and dramatic effect, which is kind of what I'm looking for. But once you blend it out, it looks way more natural, obviously. To blend this out, I'm going to be using my Rephr 04 brush. I've been using this brush a lot for contouring. I use it on my cheekbones as well. I'm just going to be dragging that product towards my ear, not really dragging it as far towards my chin. And I'm just going to be pulling it up for a lifted effect. I'm actually just going to take these earrings off. They're a little chunky, and I feel like they're getting in my way. Something to be mindful of when you're contouring your jaw is not to bring the contour too far up. If you do bring it too far up, just take your foundation brush or whatever. I'm using a brush. This has leftover foundation on it, and I'm just going to pat right above my jawline just to kind of brighten that area a little bit. And that kind of just softens it out. While we're here, I'm just going to apply a little bit of cheekbone contour. I'm just going to apply the tiniest amount right there and blend it out. When blending your contour, always go in upwards motions. You want your face to look lifted and snatched, not sunken. I feel like if you go back and forth, it's so easy to drag your contour down here. And when contouring your face, you really want this area right here to be super bright. All right, so that is the cream contour done. You can already see how this is starting to define my features. Now we're going in with a little bit of concealer to just brighten up this area. I have a little bit of foundation on right now, but I just want this area to be a bit brighter. I want this line to be a little more defined, and I want there to be a bit more contrast between here and my jawline. This will really amp up the defined look, the snatched look of the jawline. I'm using the NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Light 1 Chantilly. This is the perfect highlighting and brightening concealer for me. I would recommend using a shade that at least matches your skin tone or is 1 to 2 shades lighter for this step. So I'm taking a concealer that's quite bright, and I'm just applying a line right underneath my jawline, just like so. And using my foundation brush, I'm just going to be blending this out. I'm bouncing my brush and kind of dragging it right underneath my cheekbone here to amplify the contour there and then I'm dragging it down towards my jawline, but not bringing it right on top of where we applied earlier. I'm just kind of stopping right above my jawline. This step honestly makes such a difference, but it still looks quite natural. I feel like it really helps to avoid over applying product in this area and this area. Your cheekbone area and your jawline area will naturally look a little bit more darker and also a little bit more cleaner and like snatched, if you know what I mean, when you apply concealer in this area. So step number 3 is optional. You can leave it at this if you want, but I'm going to take it a step further and apply powder on top of where we applied concealer. I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to be applying that powder with this little powder puff I got on Amazon. As you can see, it has a more triangular shape, which is really good for getting in there for defined areas, which is exactly what we're doing right now. So using that sharp edge, I'm just going to be patting that powder right underneath my cheekbone, just like that, as well as right on top of my jawline. So as you can see, I've totally avoided the areas where I've applied more of a concentrated amount of that contour. You don't want to go right on top of that contour. You mainly want to focus on the areas you want to brighten, which is directly underneath and directly above. I'm just going to leave that powder bake there while we move on to the next step. So step 4 is I'm going to be setting our contour with powder. I'm going to be using the bronzer in the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. I'm using this powder because it actually has a little bit of luminosity, and I was really inspired by the Bella Hadid jawline trend that is going around. This bronzing powder actually has a slight bit of glow running throughout it. It's very, very minimal, hardly detectable. It's not a shiny bronzer, but it's just a little bit more light reflecting than a typical bronzer would be. So I'm going to be using this to set my bronzer today. It's just going to give us a little bit more of a glow, and in the photo where Bella Hadid's jawline is just on point, there's a lot of glow going on. So we're just going to try and emulate that. So taking that bronzer on a little bit more of a dense brush, this is a quite detailed brush, I'm just going to apply that bronzer right on top of where I applied cream contour. And again, I'm going to be dragging that product upwards towards my temple, really just setting that cream contour in place. I know when we apply cream products, they do tend to not last quite as long. They tend to maybe move around a little bit, especially in the warmer weather. So yeah, we're just gonna set that down. It'll stay in place a lot longer. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that bronzer as well and run it along my jawline. Any area I applied that cream, I'm going to just set it right now. Like I said earlier, this bronzer has a little bit of glow running through it, so it is going to catch light ever so slightly, and it'll just make your jawline pop a little bit more. All right, so I'm just going to dust away that powder we applied earlier. Look how lifted this side looks compared to this side. This side looks so snatched, whereas this side is just kind of like, The last step I'm going to do is definitely inspired by Bella Hadid's glowing jawline. I've seen a lot of people try and recreate Bella's look, and they've used really glittery highlighters to do so. And for me, I just don't think that would be the most flattering way to do this. And I think I have the perfect product that will give you that glowing effect without having a glittery jawline. This is the Tower 28 Super Dew No Shade Highlighter. It's pretty much like a glowy, glossy skin product. I'm taking that product directly onto my finger, and I'm just going to apply that right on top of my jawline here, kind of where my jawline protrudes slightly. Now, this last step is definitely optional, and it will be subtle, but if you're really looking for that Bella Hadid glowing snatched jawline, yeah, I would recommend doing this. Basically, with this highlighter, I'm drawing a big L shape right on top of my jawline that's going to catch the light. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but this product is really catching the light nicely. Oh my gosh, my jawline looks snatched. Just make sure you blend it in really well. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm obsessed. Wow. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that concealer and draw like an L shape underneath my jawline contour and blend that out with my foundation brush. yeah, this just kind of ties it all together. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same exact thing to the other side of my face, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back and both sides of my face are contoured, and oh my gosh, I am just loving the way this looks. I feel like my side profile is so strong. This jawline highlight, I didn't think I was gonna like it that much, but oh my gosh, I do. I really do feel like these techniques made a huge difference in the overall shape of my face, especially my jawline. So yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know if you guys are going to try jawline contouring and highlighting down below in the comments. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. The support really means a lot to me and it helps me out a lot. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.